Welcome to the Stellar Show, Fayette County TV, Channel 77, Q Call and Breeze Line, myself, the Honorable Ken Philbaum, Fayette Friends of Animal alum, the Duke, and don't let me forget, Stellar's Collectibles Shop inside the Union Town Mall, owner Victor Mollick, and I said it better that time. Speaking of which, what's going on, sir?
The big thing is the card show is coming again. Let's rev it up, get ready. We're in 5 weeks. It's August 21st and 22nd. That's Friday and Saturday. Mall hours are 10 to 7 both days. We will have, of course, the Pack Attack. 50 tickets are available right now. I got them today. Talk to Bryce. We got 100 tables sold as of right now and vendors from 6 states. We're hoping to expand this show. The last show we had 200 plus tables. We're shooting for 300. This time, because of Spirit of Halloween, we will not have the Pokey Land part. It will be from the old Sears all the way down to J.C. Penney, split in half. It's going to be a great show. Get your tickets for the Pack Attack and get your tables. You can get your tables also at StellarCollect.com, but the big place to buy them, just buy them direct off of Bryce at PittsburghCardShow.com. Thank you.
Oh, Duke was making some friends there. I don't know if anybody caught that or not.
People love the Duke. Everyone who walks by always asks when they come in the store how Duke's doing. So
he's doing better.
Good to give an update.
IVDD flared up a little bit last week for those, but he's doing a lot better. It's going to happen, but hey, I was like, Duke, we'll just get you some wheels. We'll be all right.
There you go.
So if you see Duke on wheels, don't be alarmed. We'll be okay. But when you said big, I was hoping you were going to address the hat. Where's yours? Because I heard you were there Saturday.
Hottest day in the history of my life.
That was a rough
Saturday. Oh my God, it was like being in a sauna. And whoever got my little fan with the water bottle, yes, I was a sissy. I finally caved in.
I brought mine.
You have one of those?
It's one of those. You know what? Yeah, right there. Hey, bring that here real quick.
I bought the big Steeler one, or big Pirate one.
This is one of the Acrashore, and I know what I said there.
One.
Freebies at training camp, which starts here in 2 weeks, which I'll be there all but 2, maybe 3 days. So pop up on the hillside and say hi. How many days are you coming, sir?
To training camp?
Yeah.
We play it by ear, hopefully at least once a week.
Fair enough.
Opening day for sure.
You still didn't address where's your hat?
Sitting probably in my house. Well, my head, dude, I got a head. Those little hats for little heads aren't going to, it will not fit mine under any circumstances.
Be a lot cooler if it did.
Can't do it. I was always poisoned with a big nugget. I had to use a high school helmet in midget league. So when hats like that come around.
Right.
Speaking of that hat, I saw on Facebook a picture of you with a hat on at an affair with Mean Dean.
Boy, that was lame. That's not how you do it. It's Mean Dean. Congratulations, Dean and Brady, on your wedding at North Park last week. I hope all that luck I provided you and found you goes far. Don't buy lottery tickets because that don't work on the lottery.
So everything went good with the wedding and all that?
Yeah, everything was good. Good time. A lot of good guys there, which we'll see a lot of them at training camp. But yeah, good time. Congratulations. Seriously, good people.
Yeah, wonderful. Good job, Dean.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll see you at training camp. Hopefully you'll have some gloves for me.
Oh,
those gloves that's always fun to go to the training camp, go in the pro shop and look at some of the stuff that Dean and the guys pull out.
And just have a good time at training camp. That's a great time.
Hopefully it's not as hot as it was on Saturday. How many of the Brewers games did you go to?
I just made the one, but speaking of, there's other stuff up there at training camp too, like the Go Laurel Highlands are always set up doing fun things and whatnot, so check them out. But training. No, I went down. So I'm gonna tell a fun story, right?
Go ahead.
So were you there for both games or what?
No, I had tickets for the 4 o'clock game, which I kind of complained because the night before it gets rained out and you shoot fireworks then. I understood the fireworks wouldn't have worked after the 4 o'clock game anyway because it was still light. Boy,
I think the argument for a retractable roof of some sort gets stronger every time, But hey, what do I know? I'm just a guy that has an opinion. But no, I had tickets for both as part of my whatever, without getting too long-winded into that. I got there late for the first game, so I decided just to bite the bullet and stand in line because they were clearing the stadium before they would let everybody back in.
Yes.
Okay, even like someone like Adam who had the same tickets for both games and didn't care if he got the hat or not, which by the way, it went to good use, Adam. But so they like if they didn't want to, leave, they should have been allowed and didn't care about the hat. They had tickets for both. They should have been allowed to stay. Just my opinion for what it's worth, not that matters. But so I'm about 6 or 7 people deep in line, which I had to get that in. And this is good. So this family in front of me, right? These 2 guys, they're coming out of the first game, and they clearly had a pretty good time. So they go up to these people. They're like, "Hey, I'll give you $20 if I could cut in line." And they kind of like were offended by that. And I was like, they go to walk away. I'm like, "I'll do it." That was the easiest $20 I ever made.
Got the line.
So yeah, I just had to tell that story real quick.
It's fantastic. So what do you think of the Pirates right now?
Where'd this offense come from? I don't want to. You know what? I'm not complaining. I mean, I expected an increase in offensive productivity, but boy, they put something special together. This is like a freak show year, or we are family, whatever. Hopefully, the momentum keeps building and they find a closer. If so, this is the team to watch out for.
The one thing I would like to at least give the Pirates credit for is you're clearing out the minor leagues and you're not making players wait 2 more years. Esmeralyn Valdez probably doesn't play if there isn't a work stoppage pending.
Yeah, right.
He's probably down there.
You're probably right about that.
Yeah, and the fact that you brought up Griffin, you brought up Valdez, hopefully the Pirates learn something, get the players to the majors right now. That's what I think is happening, because you've lost Griffin, you've lost Cruz. You replace it with Valdez. You're not bringing up some seasoned veteran, Hewan Bay, Tommy Pham type player. You're letting the next generation play right now, and this team seems to like each other a lot. The thing I was disappointed about last night was Ashcraft didn't get in the game.
I'm not complaining about that. That means his arm's good for when the Pirates start back up.
It would have been nice.
But I gotta. I've seen this call it out everywhere, and I gotta pile on. How do you, when your offense did what it did last night for the National League? We're filming this the day after the All-Star game. How do you not have someone from the best offense in baseball on your All-Star team?
Toronto Blue Jays, did Ernie Clement deserve to be the #1 vote getter?
I don't know.
Their fan base, Toronto's fan base, came out and voted.
Yeah.
They overvoted and they got their players in. To see Ozzie Albies instead of Brandon Lau, how many 20 home run second basemen are there ever in Major League Baseball?
Well, look,
Lau should have been a part of the All-Star game. I don't understand
he should have
that.
started. I agree with you. That's why I'm like pointing this out.
Did you fan vote?
Actually, no, I don't think I did.
It's not the easiest process in the world to fan vote, especially they determine a week that they're going to do the preliminaries. You have to go to the website. You have to go through a process to vote itself. You can only vote 10 times a day. Then there's a secondary part where they take the leaders and they overdo it as well. It's not in the old days where there was a ballot and you sat in the stands and you punched.
Oh, yeah, that was fun. And you would take,
things have been streamlined with the internet. Fan voting is a little difficult. I did it, voted all Pirates.
Yeah, why not?
So that's what you have right there. And if Ozzie Albies' name was Joe Albies, no one would have voted for him.
So speaking
him
of
and guys like Jazz Chisholm, the name gets you votes in these All-Star games.
Speaking of what you have here, what do you have right here?
Buddy of mine's cleaning out a house and he's bringing into me some interesting things. Guys, these are the original LJNs. This one right here is the special one. You got Andre the Giant. This is the second most valuable one with the blue tights on. Bruno Sammartino, who I really had a rough time this weekend. I love Bryce's card show up in Monroeville. JSA and I just don't get along. They turned down the majority of the stuff I sent in to get certified, and one of them was a Bruno autograph to a person. So to Ken from Bruno, and it got turned down.
See, here's the thing with Bruno. Bruno signed everything. But you
would think it would be a walk in the park.
It should have been, because honestly, Bruno was like one of the even at the end, like whenever they wanted him to charge for his autographs, he used to fight that. He thought it was ridiculous to have someone pay for his. And I mean this is a compliment to Bruno, for the record, so don't take that out of context. So that's why me personally, around here, as much as active as Bruno was in the community, I would question very few autographs of Bruno's. But that's just me.
One of those things. A quick story to tell on this both ways is The All-Star game in 1994, speaking of charging for autographs, the first time I ever really saw anyone charge for an autograph was in the tunnels underneath, outside the locker rooms when I got to work as a security guard. Frank Thomas, the White Sox Hall of Famer,
Yep,
was walking around and had a guy with him. If you wanted an autograph from him, you gave his buddy money, and he would sign something for you.
That's awesome.
That was how it worked underneath, and that, I think, was basically the first time, because players really weren't charging back
Hey,
in
if you
those
can
days.
get it, why don't you?
So yeah, I remember as a kid that going on.
But speaking of some interesting and legendary finds, we got something here. Some mail day. Kruk cards. They've had this. I've been watching this for about 2 years, and I finally pulled the trigger. I'll probably wear this at some point. Appropriate for my collection.
That's a big one.
Oh, yeah.
Tupelo Meccano.
Yep.
Wow. And we thought that was going to be Skeens.
No, this is better.
Tupelo Meccano. Am I saying the name correctly? Tupelo?
Better than I would have. I'll give you that.
Game worn?
I do believe so. So it's certified, team issued / likely worn because of some wear and tear. But it was mixed into a big pile to where you know how it goes sometimes.
Explain that. I'm going to grab something real quick because I have something right
I have his
behind
bat
you.
too. So for those that may have forgot, Mr. Marcano here is no longer allowed to play professional baseball because he's been kicked out for gambling.
1-800-GAMBLER.
That's it. So I might have to lose a few pounds. Duke, you might as well, as it was called out on the way in. So we got to get in shape so I can put that on. So
This right here, as I'm bringing it down, is a part of the collection that I took control of about a year and a half ago.
Oh, wow. Mookie Wilson,
And this is,
86.
we're going to teach you a little bit of something. No, 81.
That's all right.
This is Mookie Wilson's jersey for the year 1981. And the important part is this is set one. That each team had two sets. So that's what the ones indicate, and the year is the number in the middle. So this, when you're dealing with old game jerseys, that's the tag that you're looking for that comes from Major League Baseball. And Mookie was a smaller guy.
Hey, he was a key piece of that World Series team.
Yeah. So this similar jersey has sold on Heritage for about $3,000.
And Mr. Buckner would agree with that, right?
Oof. I
Rest in
liked the
peace.
Mets as a kid.
That was a good team.
This was a
That
fun team to
yeah,
watch.
Strawberry, Gooden.
But yeah, I thought that tag's interesting to be able to see the actual old vintage tag
Oh, yeah.
inside the jersey. So when you're dealing with 80s going back in that era, all those jerseys had those in there as far as game worn goes. So were you were a Mets fan a little bit?
I mean, I'm a Pirates fan first, but I mean, like Strawberry and Gooden, like those guys were studs.
They were fun to
What
watch.
do you say?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was fun.
I mean, they were young and just, especially good. My God.
Those Pirate games in that period of time when Bonds came in,
Yeah.
and Bonds, Bonilla, Van Slyke going against Gooden, Strawberry, Darling, a lot of power in those teams. Those were fun games. But so let's go second half. What do you see the Pirates doing in the second half? 2 games out of the wild card right now.
Yeah, right.
I think it's 8 or 9
Out of first place.
out of first place.
So, I mean, realistically, unless they would just get a rocket up there, you know what, they're likely positioning for wild card,
Okay.
which, hey, that's not a bad thing. I mean, this is a team that's been, dealt with what they have. So what I'd like to see is, I mean, the first 2 weeks after the All-Star break, honestly, is going to make or break their season, and that's just my opinion. Because 2 weeks from now, if they show signs that they're not, because I hate to be that guy, but the Pirates always come out flat after the All-Star break.
It's historic.
It really
It's
is.
predictable,
It
too.
really is. But this is a team that seems to have something a little different. So I think the next 2 weeks makes or breaks the season. If they come out and they show that this is a real team that's going to contend, they got to go get a closer. If not, you know what? Sell these guys off and get as much as you can from some of these other teams, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I think they're going to be buyers and not sellers. So, what do you think?
What I think is what you have right now, or you have players who are seasoned major league players who will stop slides. Ryan O'Hearn, Brandon Lau, these are seasoned major league. Brian Reynolds, to a large extent, is another one of these guys. These are guys who will pick you up when times are tough. And
Yeah.
the young kids that they blended in are just too dumb to know the pressure they're under and are being really successful. That's Valdez has no pressure on him right now. You are going to get back O'Neal Cruz, hopefully sooner rather than later.
What's the story on him? Because
It's a broken hand that they continue to baby. He was doing a rehab stint in Florida at A-ball.
Yeah.
So the timeline is right after the All-Star break. I would love to see Valdez, Reynolds, and Cruz as your outfield. That would be Horowitz is coming back from the hamstring probably in the next 2 weeks. Griffin looks like he's lost for most of the season.
I hate to be that guy. Now, if his team shows progress without Cruz, do you consider moving him?
No, I can't. I
mean,
don't
I'm
think
a Cruz fan, for the record, but I just
there's too much there potential-wise still. I realize he's 27 years old, but what are you going to get in return for Cruz? Because no one's going to give you anything.
well, and that's kind of the thing.
That's
though.
the problem.
And the reason no one would is because this is a guy that, when the switch is on, very few in baseball are better, but the switch isn't always on. And it seems like I feel like the switch is on today. I don't feel like turning the switch on today. So I don't know someone's got to figure that one out to keep that switch on.
But the talent is undeniable.
Not arguing that, yeah.
And I think he's in R1 right now. So he has 2 more years of control.
Yeah.
You could just ride this out Barry Bonds style and see what happens
Not
at
even
the
sad.
end.
You got the
Got
new-
passwords still, Valdez, Mangum. You've got players where you have options.
You got an off season coming up too, where things are going to change one way or another.
Well, the Pirates still have control of Ryan O'Hearn into next year. Lau is a problem. He's up. And the way Nick Gonzalez is hitting the ball, I saw a YouTube clip real quick where Will Clark was complaining, the old Giants first baseman.
Yeah, legendary.
In Major League Baseball right now, there's only 8 guys hitting over 300, and Nick Gonzalez is one of them. So if you can find either you move Gonzalez to his natural position at second, let Lau go, find a third baseman. That's kind of where you are.
Gonna throw you a curve here.
Go ahead.
If it wasn't because you mentioned the name Will Clark, I always use him as the example. Is he a Hall of Famer if these guys didn't inflate their numbers based on pharmaceuticals?
There are 2 players from my youth, I'm talking the 80s, my teenage years, that were guaranteed 100% Hall of Famers just by their looks alone.
Let's see if I can guess him. Mattingly and Clark. Am I right?
Yes. They were Hall of Famers when you collected cards in the 80s.
Right?
You knew these guys were going to be Hall of Famers. I cannot for the life of me figure out why either of them aren't even. Harold Baines, Roland, Burrell, these Kent, mediocre. You got a Jeff Kent card in a pack.
Well, I'll tell you what.
And then a Will Clark or a Mattingly card was underneath. You threw the Kent away.
So one of the Sports Illustrated guys
Baines.
was recently just complaining about Will Clark. A lot of the media didn't like him, which is probably fact.
Okay.
But look,
That's the Dave Kingman argument there.
Yeah, there's
400 home runs.
there's another one.
Media hated his guts.
Yeah, now for the record, I think Will Clark should be in the Hall of Fame. And Mattingly, again, I'd even argue Strawberry.
I'll never
too.
understand the nonsense argument that Ken Griffey Jr.'s swing is the sweetest swing. Watch
It's
Will
up there.
Clark's.
Oh, look, I'll take.
There's an argument there,
Yeah.
minimum. Will Clark had this. Mattingly, too.
Yep.
Mattingly swing from the crouch coming out of it.
Yep.
Beautiful baseball. But Harold Baines? So that's where I stand.
Look up
on
Bo
that.
Jackson with him. So what else is going on, man? So we got training camp coming up.
What are the dates on training camp?
Starts the following Wednesday. What is that, the 29th? Yeah, 29th, yeah.
Are players reporting on that date?
No, they're reporting on the 28th. Camp starts the 29th.
First practice is the 29th.
That would be the 29th.
You were
open to
saying the
public.
practices aren't the same time this year.
They started at 11 a.m. and get on the Steelers site, Ticketmaster, whatever. The tickets are free except for that Saturday evening practice in downtown Latrobe.
That's Saturday this year?
Yeah, it's Saturday this year, and I won't be there because I got to get the. Well, at least I don't. the one bobblehead the Pirates are giving out.
Guys, just take a little bit of advice. Get there early and
Yes.
just suffer.
Or-
the lines are brutal
Look,
for that
look,
Latrobe practice.
I'll tell you what I
They're
would
brutal.
recommend. If you don't mind the walk, park a few streets away, because it'll be easier pulling out instead of fighting with everyone in one parking lot.
One of the cool things that the Steelers do is the fireworks after the
Yep.
practice is over, so don't rush to get to the car. Stick around for the fireworks. Watching the Steelers buses leave, high school buses, Steelers on them with fireworks in the background was pretty cool last
Yeah.
year. Plus, that's a nice practice to watch. You're really close to the players.
They charge for that
Don't
one.
expect a ton of autographs.
I think it's like $15 for that, but that money goes to a good cause, from my understanding. So, but I don't know, man. Anything
So,
else?
Steelers, Juan Jennings just signed with Minnesota. Stephon Diggs is out there. Steelers are still looking for that position.
Are
The
they?
slot receiver. You're going with Roman Wilson?
No, the receiver from Bama.
You're going with a rookie receiver in Pittsburgh. Oh, that's right. Mike Tomlin's gone. They might actually throw to a
No,
rookie
as I
receiver.
say, but you look. You know what? Like you got
Yeah,
Pitt,
first time ever.
you got Juju. He lit it up his rookie year. So
Later in the season. It
well,
wasn't
hey,
right away.
but you know what though?
And that was Ben throwing to him, too.
Yeah.
He historically doesn't want to throw to rookies.
Yeah, you got Pittman,
Didn't.
Metcalf. So your slot should be open, especially when you got Freiermuth and Washington factored in. So honestly, I mean, you or me could probably go play slot.
Rodgers, 43. We'll see what happens.
Hey, you know what? I don't care. He looked better at 42 last year than most guys half his age. So, yeah, I'll take his arm over 70% of the leagues.
Oh, let me do this real quick. Mind, JSA with the autographs right now, let me just give you guys a little bit of an insight. I'm getting crushed on JSA turning things down. It is not necessarily that the autograph is bad, or if you're getting autographs from the 80s and the 90s, there were tons of fakes out there.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to be extra careful with the autographs, especially when they're coming from the 80s and the 90s. That's what I tried to send in some stuff like that. A lot of players were using, believe it or not, auto pens. I've done some research on this. Autographs that if you find a binder full of them, don't think you hit the mother load. And JSA is going to take your money on a turn down. So that's something that's real
All of them,
prevalent
pretty
right
much,
now.
you. No, you know what though? Unless you know that person spent time in training camps, because if you remember a few years back, this is before the show, I bought a collection of signed baseballs off of someone that used to go to spring training every year, and all those balls passed. I still have it. I remember it was
I'm
Griffey,
talking
Frank
more
Thomas.
the flat 8x10
Oh, yeah,
pictures
yeah,
from the
yeah. Oh,
80s
because
and the
those were easy.
90s. Just be careful on that. Be careful buying those. You're going to have problems getting them certified.
And for the record, a lot of times that these authenticators will turn this stuff down, they're not saying it's fake. They're just saying it doesn't pass their standard.
What they do right now is there's normally a 3-panel, 3 judges, and that's what one of the problems I'm having right now with one of the autographs is one believes it's good, the other, there's one in the middle and one thinks it's fake, so they have to continue to argue this out. So it's very similar to the Pawn Stars thing.
It really
where
is.
They bring in the expert, they look at it, if 2 of the 3 agree, you're getting it. So right now I have an autograph at JSA that they're going to debate, and I will learn in 12 to 14 weeks what the outcome is. That's where this stuff is, guys. It's not me doing it. Yeah, another aspect of this is the way that these companies are now
bat 1,000.
behind on shipping the things to you. This ball was certified as Albert Pujols. I'm still waiting 3 months later to get the letter of authenticity on this. So it's not even when you're dropping these things off, you're sending them in, the letters are behind as well. So this is something to keep in mind when you're dealing with the autographs. The world is, these guys are so busy. And another part that I need to alert you guys on is PSA right now is not taking bulk submissions for grading cards. So you can't send in at the $20 rate 25 cards. They're only taking the higher end cards. SGC, CGC, and Beckett are normal process, but PSA is not taking bulk shipments anymore. So you guys who are sending in the bulk grading cards, they're not accepting them right now. Sorry, this is just store stuff that I want the public to know.
Good enough. That's more than what I got.
Yeah.
So, you know what, before we close this up, if anyone from the Penguin organization sees this, keep the team in Wheeling. Don't go with that Florida nonsense. That's about all I got, man.
One thing I want to say, Dizzy D videos, it's sitting over there, the worst play in my high school football history. 4th and 1 on Mount Pleasant's 28-yard line with about 2 minutes left. They stuffed me. Dizzy D found the videos for a bunch of Laurel Highlands games, and he's posting them up. He's posted the Derry game I played in, the Mount Pleasant game. We're having a watch party when the York game comes out on the 26th.
Man, you know
so
what?
Dizzy D, if you played high school football, Dizzy D's channel on YouTube, look into it. He's got Kobe Bryant games on there. Wow. It's a lot of throwback high school sports on there. Dizzy D, you're doing a great job.
So, you know what? I blame your coach on this. Why on 4th and 1 you run at Adam Rovich?
I don't want to
so,
talk.
Hey, they got
we did this 2 years ago, and I don't want to
they
talk
got a
about it
moving brick
again.
wall at middle linebacker. Let's run right at him.
I did. Now that I realize I watched the tape, I ran him over once.
I'm blaming your coach.
He was a ball player, man.
I'm blaming your coach, man. I ain't blaming you. It's just you got to know your limitations. It's just I do mine when I was around that man. He came. It's like yes, sir. Yeah. But anyway,
as you put it, there was no rivalry except for those 2 years, my junior and senior year. We played you guys tough.
Wow.
The part I'm still struggling with watching that tape is every time I had a 10-plus yard run, it was called back for holding. I noticed that.
Well, you know what?
And it was played at Mount Pleasant. That was home cooking. Anyway.
Any other excuses?
I'm done.
But hey, you know what? You should have told your guy, do a better job of not getting caught holding.
One last thing. Richie Ray, that banner guy from, what'd you say, Scottdale or Mount Pleasant?
He's Scottdale, because Mount Pleasant we go to D from Stuck Up Graphics.
Bryce and I just got into, and we just had an epiphany, and we went to Richie Ray on this. Anybody who buys a table at the card show in August on the 21st or 22nd here at the Uniontown Mall can purchase a 3-foot by 5-foot banner of their logo to hang over the edge of the table for $60. So Richie's agreed to do that. If you guys are buying tables and you want a good banner, quality banner for $60 to use at the card shows, let us know. Let Bryce know at Pittsburgh Card Show or me here at the store. Thanks.
All right, so get on all the socials. Check out DJ Rick, see what he's got going on.
Definitely check out DJ Rick.
I got the Fayette County Fair coming up. You'll see us there, minus the Duke, because you're just going to cash in a vacation day. That it might be the day you get all prettied up. And Rise Wrestling is next. Anything else, sir?
Gyros from the fair.
Oh, Almer Sausage. We'll see you at the fair.
This is the play that cost Laurel Highlands a shot in the playoffs in 1985. We're playing Mount Pleasant. We're driving. It's about the 28-yard line with about a minute and a half left. We're down 9-6. And sadly, I have like 35 yards rushing on this drive, and it comes down to a 4th down, and we run what was called a 33 wham. I'm the fullback there. You can see my thigh pads and all of that. That's my buddy Billy Beaner. And come back to me, Beats. Congratulations on being elected into the Fayette County Hall of Fame, man. That was great.
You know what? If anything, they saved you the humility of getting bounced early from the playoffs anyway. You should be grateful.
Oh, that's why Bill Elder wrote in the Tribune Review that we were the most dangerous team in the WPIAL. Get the Tribune Review. Coach Elder, thanks for that shout out. But here is the play. As you'll see, Beans leads on this. There's Adam Rovich right there. I come following him, and the play gets blown up. Just absolutely crushed. And we gave it over on downs. That play will haunt me forever. Because if you go back and you watch, if we would have went out of the, if I could have got the handoff deeper, we had the corner. Look at that. There's nobody out there.
So we're just
they knew the play.
We're going to ignore that part where I said you should have went outside and not at a moving brick wall.
But when you're running a wham, you follow your lead blocker.
Yeah, well.
And that was that. We should have put on. We were good. That was a good year.